Howdo, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Can Freddy I Do It Better here at Manchester City, and this is going to be a big episode. If you look in the top right there, you'll see the fixtures that we have today. Ajax at home in the Champions League, and then just 2 days of rest before Arsenal at home in the league. Now, I'm sure anyone that's watching this has done a Premier League save or 2 or 3 or 7 on this game already, and you'll know that Arsenal do really well in this game on this configuration of settings. Now, they are second in the league, we are 9th, but if we beat them, we do go level on points with them. They are effectively joint top with Man United and Stoke. Now, we would still be considerably worse off for goal difference, but I feel like that will be a big psychological thing after a poor start to the season. If we can get level on points with the team that are currently second, that'll be big for us. But even before that, we have Ajax at home. Now, Ajax are a good team, and they are the worst team in our group, considering the other two teams are Monaco, who are in the semi-finals for real, and Real Madrid, who are in the semi-finals for real, probably the final for real. I'm recording this about 2 hours before Monaco play the first leg of their semi. We'll see how they get on against Juve, but realistically, the next 2 Champions League games are back-to-back, away and then home against Real. So I would love to have 6 points on the board before we even go into those games. We've already beaten Monaco 2-0 away, which is a fantastic result. If we can beat Ajax at home, then we're set. But the thing is, this squad still doesn't have much depth in it. As you can see up here, Aguero is out injured. So that my only recognised striker is Iheanacho. That's 2 big games, and then there's an international break, but then we've got Sunderland away, Real Madrid away in the next episode. Join me for that. Hit subscribe if you want to make sure you're here for that one. Hey. But yeah, this is going to be a tough little period. I mean, we're in the Premier League and the Champions League. Every period is going to be a tough little period. Let's get on with it, shall we? Just lately, for whatever reason, I've been forgetting to advance to the next game before starting the video. I keep doing it. I don't know why I keep doing it. I never used to do that. I'm usually so professional about these things, but I've been forgetting lately. So I'll just take the opportunity while I'm just continuing through this barren nothingness to just let you know that this series, Can Freddy I Do It Better, is about to take a little bit of a turn. Not in terms of these videos, but there will be some additional videos. Manchester City Can Freddy I Do It Better expansion, if you will. Stay tuned for that. So Aguero's still out for another 5 to 10 days, so he will miss both of these games. But it might be back in time for Real Madrid away, which would be huge. Unless, of course, it goes on the international break with... Oh, please don't be back in time to go on the international break with Argentina and get injured worse. Please don't do that. Now, before we even get into a game, I'm noticing that my frame rate isn't amazing and the game is kind of jumping and lagging a little bit. That's because I'm rendering another video as I'm recording this one, which isn't the best thing to do with the PC as middle of the road as mine. But I'm just trying to get everything done and dusted before the Champions League football later, because I do want to watch that Juve with Dybala and Higuain and all the fantastic defenders, Buffon, Chiellini, versus that rampant balls out attack, fucking Falcao back to his fucking best. He looks better than in his prime almost at times this season. Fucking Mbappe, Lamar. I'm really looking forward to watching that game. By the time this comes out, you guys will all know whether it was incredible or whether I'm wasting my time pushing myself this hard to be ready for it and it was a stinker. Watch it be a boring 0-0 now. Fuck's sake. Now, between recordings and between playings of this save, I've been thinking about why I made this asymmetric formation. Now, the reason I made it is because I wanted to find a way to include both De Bruyne and Silva in the team at the same time. Now, Silva's been poor this year. De Bruyne hasn't been much better. So I don't think I need to go out of my way to include them both in the team. I think I'm better off playing maybe not this way, maybe this way. Have just one of them in, whichever one of them's on form, that one can play. Which at the moment I prefer De Bruyne. I'm going to go with De Bruyne, and then play wingers. And alright, the wingers I have both been kind of poor as well, Sterling and Sané. But I want to give them both chances because they're both young players. They can both grow. They both have a lot of potential. Now these two, deep line playmaker on support and box-to-box midfielder, will not do as a partnership. But they both, well, Gundogan is primed to be probably one of the best central midfielders in world football. I need to keep playing him. I don't really want to drop him on to defend because that's kind of wasting him. Does that suit his attribute set? Tackling's 13. It's passing 16, vision 17, first touch 17. He's got a bit of dribbling though, he can play. He prefers to play as an advanced playmaker. Does he want that spot? No, he does not want to be that far forward. He wants to be in the middle. But I don't really want to drop him onto defence. I feel like that's kind of wasting him a little bit, having him that far back. But then I do want to keep Delphin because he's been playing really well as box to box. He's been coming up with goals and stuff. Alright, there's only one there, but I'm fairly certain he scored one against Monaco. Let's actually have a look at Delph so far. Because I have used him a fair bit more than I was anticipating that I would do. 4 league starts, 2 bench appearances. Yeah, he got a goal, one of the goals in the Champions League. 7.15 average rating. And that's not boosted by preseason friendly, where he's actually really poor. In the competitive games, he's averaging above 7 in all competitions. I kind of need to keep playing him because there's not really many on-form players in this team until you go to the defence, who's been very good lately. Will that work? Deep line playmaker on support with a box-to-box. Will they work next to each other, or will that just leave too much space back here? I'm not sure, you know. I'm gonna try it. I'll be on my guard, and we'll try it. Who do I want on the bench then? I want Silva on the bench somewhere. I don't have a striker. That's why Nolito's currently on the bench, because he can kind of play up front a bit. Clichy, Zabaleta, Stones, Fernando. Do I need both Fernando and Fernandinho? And Yaya on the bench? No, I do not. Fernando. No, what? You know what? Actually, no. Yaya. Yaya can be the casualty. Now, this series will take place more in the close camera in 3D. But if you'll forgive me, I'm just gonna bop us onto 2D Classic, and I'm actually gonna put us onto full match just to start off with. I'm gonna whack the speed up a little, just to start off with, just so I can make sure that there isn't going to be too much space behind these two. And then I can address it before it becomes a problem. I don't want the first time I see that as being a problem to be their first attacking highlight. You know, I want to watch that immediately. We'll have a look at that, and then we can knock it back into 3D once we're sure that it's not a problem, or once we've seen that it is a problem and addressed it. Okay, so we're heavy favourite. Well, not that heavy actually. We're semi-heavy favourites. I think it always counts as heavy favourites when you're odds on. But their odds to win aren't that bad. Draw is reasonably likely as well. Let's have a look at their team. Oh, we've got to answer some fucking asinine questions first. You know what, assistant can do it right. Boer in the net, who I don't know. Diedrich Boer, let's have a look at him. Oh, 36-year-old Dutch goalkeeper. He looks... Actually, he doesn't look that good. Might tell the guys to shoot from... No, we'll not do that right away. Joel Veltman, right back, he's good. Westerman and Rijderwald, decent. Mitchell, Dix. And they said Matthew... Why did I nearly say Matthew? Oh, Matthew Beek, he's a magician. Bazoa Clarkson's a great player. Godelj, El Ghazi, Kassier, I don't know. Ziyech, I don't know. Let's have a look at Ziyech first. Oh, this is a guy that the press warned me about. So, 23-year-old Moroccan, he's playing on the wing. It's probably as an inside forward. He can do all the above. I can take a free kick. He's got decent dribbling, bit of pace, good passing and technique though. That's very good. Great vision. I'd play him centrally. What's he like as a centre mid? He's 6 foot tall. Not got great jumping reach up for a 6-footer. And then Cassiera up front. Let's have a look at this lad when it loads. 19-year-old Colombian. He's an Ajax prospect, isn't he? He doesn't look that great at the minute. As a target man at only 6'1" and 13 strength, I think Company can deal with him quite comfortably. Hopefully, anyway. I shouldn't say things like this for the game, should I? Bertrand Traore and Ludovic Schoner. And is that... No, Davidson Sanchez Mina, right. So a couple of exciting dangerous players on the bench for them. I'll have to watch for that. I'm giving them the calm faith this time, hoping that just sees them play a calm game, because if we play just to our abilities, then we should beat this team. So let's start the match and let's watch the midfield and how the space arranges itself. Oh, it is going to be a bit janky, apologies. So there's Gundogan cleaning up defensively already. Both of them on the role that they're on should do some defending. Both of them are set to support, which kind of worries me that we might be a bit left back there. So Gundogan picks up the ball and Delph plays it out. So let's watch where they both go now that we're attacking. So here they are kind of next to each other, kind of occupying the same space. That might be a problem. Gundogan drops into a defensive central position. And De Bruyne drops in as well. But they're both pressing out. There might well be some space behind them. So there we go. They've picked up the ball. Let's watch both of them. So there's Delph. We win. My centre backs are both willing to step out, and they both do so quite well. So I think we might be okay. I think I'm gonna have some faith in the boys and say that we'll be all right. We'll knock the pace back down. We'll knock it onto 3D. Although my game is clearly struggling. Oh dear. We will knock it down to Key. Oh, this might actually be a chance for them. Veltman, he's got himself in. He's pulled it back, but Sterling gets it clear. Well tracked back, mate. That's the point. When you go from full match to key highlights, when does it cut? Here's Iheanacho. Does the ball have to go out? It's gone out now, but it's going to be a corner, so it might just show this. De Bruyne is going to take it. No, it won't show it. There we go. Real Madrid are taking the lead against Monaco already through Varane. We're having a lot of the ball. They haven't had a shot yet, but they might do now. Or they might not. Here's Iheanacho. Great ball. Sané, come inside, mate. Right, wait for someone, wait for someone, wait for someone. Well dug back dates. That's a really good goal. A headed goal for Raheem Sterling. His first of the season. I've been asking him to try and get him back in form. We played him in that cup game in the last episode to try and get him some form. He didn't do it. We lost in a penalty shootout. But Sané, great run to the byline. Cut back over the goalkeeper's head. Sterling heads it into the roof of the net from pretty much on the line. Great turn and pass from Iheanacho there to set all that up. Great play. He deserves a rating boost for that, but he's not getting one. He's actually going down. So just before half time, there's going to be another highlight. Gundogan plays it inside to Delph, who has some space. De Bruyne doesn't have space, and he's closed down well by Ajax. Here's Ziyech. Forward, looking for the target man, they're not finding him. Company's too good. Iheanacho skips around a man, skips around another. Can he finish? Oh, I thought he had for a second. I thought that was in. Good play, mate. Iheanacho started this game really well. I'm happy with the couple of things he's done. But the game is showing him a poor rating, so maybe he's giving the ball away a lot as well. My recording stopped there for whatever reason, so I don't know. I'm not too sure how much you missed. Hopefully not much. But Monaco and Real Madrid drew 3-3. So Monaco, the last we saw, the last I paid attention to anyway, flashed up saying that Real Madrid were 1-0 up after about 5 minutes. Monaco came back and drew 3-3. So we are now top of the group on our own, on 6 points. Real Madrid on 4. Monaco have that 1. Ajax have 0. So going into the back-to-back games against Real Madrid, we actually have a 2-point advantage, which gives me a bit of confidence, because then if we can get a draw in this first one away in the next episode, that really does put us in really good standing to go through, not only through in this group, but through top of this group, which will be awesome. So let's have a quick look at this game then. So Varane scored early, we knew that. Falco pegged them back just before half time, but then Benzema got another one in injury time before half time, and then Bale made it 3-1. And then Ramos went all Ramos. He scored an own goal after an hour and then got himself sent off at 3-2 up, and then wouldn't you know it, Monaco equalised. How Sergio Ramos is that? That's why I wouldn't sign him. He's a liability. Look at that Clasico that was, what was it, like last week? 2-2? And then he flies in for a pointless tackle. I don't know what he's doing. Gets him sent off, and they lose in the last minute. And that isn't the first time in his career he's done that. Nowhere near. This game's very realistic in what he just showed us there. That he does that all the time. He's a liability. He is Fellaini but good. But now we must turn our attentions to the league. Aguero's failed his fitness test. I'm not surprised or concerned. by that. I didn't expect him to have him back for this game. Hopefully that means he doesn't go away with Argentina. And I'm just looking at this now. I only just noticed this. Look at the kind of 1-0 wins we've been amassing a bit lately here. Against Swansea, against Everton, against West Brom, Ajax. I will quite happily be a 1-0 team while I settle in to this role and get to January and, you know, plug the holes that are in this squad. Let's pick a team. I'm tempted, you know, to just play the exact same lineup, but Gundogan's he got himself sent off, didn't he? The fucking idiot. Right. So Yaya can come back into the squad. Don't know if he'll play. How's he been playing for me this year? 6.88, 9, 7, 7 overall, 9. It's been okay. But I think for this game, I'm going to go with Fernandinho and I'm going to drop this role to defensive. And I'm going to pick that same team. I know De Bruyne was kind of poor. Everyone's 90 or above, so that's fine. Tempted actually to play Silva. No, De Bruyne, KDB. KDB all the way. The defence has obviously been great lately, so I'm not going to change any of those. Settled back four is ideal. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Against Arsenal, big game. Come on, boys. So as I mentioned, a win today would take us level on points with Arsenal. The odds are actually identical to when we played Ajax. So they're equating Arsenal with Ajax. I think their team's a little bit better. Clyde rolls on a fairly lengthy run without conceding a goal. That's refreshing compared to the real one. I'm just going to say that because I don't care. Absence of Ilgay and Gundogan, a fantastic squad. Both teams going to this one in good form. They're a good team. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's not the best weather. Oh, don't give a shit about the weather. Go away. Don't talk to me about the weather. Right, so they're playing Czech. Awesome. Bellerin, awesome. Mustafi, Koscielny, that was my phone, apologies. Monreal. Ramsey and Cazorla. Very attacking central midfield. Ox on the right. I love Ox, both on this game and in real life. Ozil, Sanchez, Giroud. You know, if you've been a long time fan of this channel, you know how I feel about Giroud. He is the fucking man. He is my fucking man. So I've told him that we're the favourites, and now I'm going to calmly say I have faith in him again. Because I'm not passionate faithing, I'm calm faithing. Because I don't want him to play too erratically. I want him to be calm in this game. Level head's what we need in these big games. So they're having more of the ball, but I was kind of prepared for that. That's how they want to play. I'm not really set to play a possession style so much with my quick wingers. But we've the only ones who have it a shot, so I'm fine with them having the ball if it's all us attacking. De Bruyne nicking the ball in Miller Park. Is Iheanacho looking to spread for Sterling, who's got the pace on Monreal? Can he get to the byline? He can. Can he cut a ball across? He can. The header's over from Sané. Leroy, we might need to work on your heading, mate, because it looks like that's the kind of chances that we're making lately. Getting to the byline with the wingers, which I'm absolutely fine with, by the way. Getting to the byline. Maybe I should buy a target man then. Maybe I should buy a Giroud. Great ball. Sané leaps well, but gets under it. Doesn't get over it, is what I meant. Kolarov with the throw for us. Straight to Ox. Can they counter? Giroud's picked up an injury. Cazorla looking long. That's a great ball for Sanchez. Oh dear. Come on, Bravo. Oh, he's put it wide. Thanks, Alexis. Cheers, mate. I owe you one. Oh, there's a poor throw in from Kolarov then. And Fernandinho's picked up a booking already, which isn't great. Cazorla with a fantastic ball over Kompany's head. I don't know where Sanya is. Alexis races through. Doesn't take it inside, which he possibly could have done against Kompany's pace. Throwing for us again then, Sanya. Don't just throw it straight to them this time. That's better. Sterling. Play it for Sanya. Go on, just play it to him. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't know what you're attempting. Well, I know what you're attempting, trying to get to De Bruyne, but through two of their players. Fernandinho, well won, mate. No need to rush. Well done. De Bruyne finds some space off Ramsey. Oh, great play. Del, finish it. Oh my. Okay. Wow, I'm going to need to see that again because I thought that was in. Oh, Fabian. You've been really good, mate. You have. But what's this? What is this? Oh. At least on target from there. Surely, my brother. What's your composure? What is your composure? 12. I'd have thought 2. Based on that. Oh, we should be ahead. Their only shot is that Alexis breakaway. We've got 10 shots. They're having the possession. We're the ones in the ascendancy. Passionate. No, not. Yeah, passionate. Keep going. There, yeah, okay, let's just do that. Now I've paused on the hour. Because I feel like I maybe not trying need to try and find De Bruyne some space. And the way I'm going to do that is going to change him to an attacking midfielder on attack. Try and get him further forward because Ramsey's holding deep and like watching him. So if he just pushes further on, Ramsey's either going to have to come all the way back with him or hand him over to a centre back, which will either get De Bruyne some space or Iheanacho some space, or it means that the fullbacks will have to tuck in and then our wingers will have more space. So hopefully by pushing him forward, we'll gain more space. Obviously that leaves us a bit more bare with Fernandinho, particularly Fernandinho on a booking. So I might actually take him off. I might take him off Fernando. And then change that to... No, they're going to push out. Just essential midfielder on defend. Yeah, let's do that. Fernando can have passionate team talk. Come on, mate. Just solidify my midfield so that I can push the rest of it on. That's what I'm looking for you to do. Iheanacho. Hold it up. Don't give it away. There you go, Sterling. Can you beat Monreal for pace? I know you've got it in you. Oh, he's played it from there. Iheanacho off the bar. What a ball from Raheem Sterling. What an incredible cross from where he was. Iheanacho, so he lays this pass off. I'm going to watch Iheanacho here to see the movement that he makes. So he plays it and he just runs between the centre backs. Mustafi ignores him, lets him drift behind him. Koscielny doesn't really pick him up. Oh, that's so unlucky. Excellent from us. 71 minutes have ticked over, so we're going to look to make changes again. Delph is knackered. Do I just bring on like for like and go with Yaya as box to box? Can Yaya do box to box? Not really. Go away. We'll play Yaya as advanced playmaker and support then. Yeah, he's got Fernando next to him. Yep, that'll be fine. And then... Ooh. And then what, Freddie? And then what? You know, just a like for like swap. Sane's had a poor game. We'll bring Nolito on at left wing, and we'll actually play as an inside forward. Yeah, go on then, son. Have a go. Passionate ability. Come on. Oh, it's supposed to be faith, not ability. What am I doing? I don't want to go too gung ho here and lose. A draw's not bad. I'd rather win, obviously, but a draw's not a crying shame. Come on, lads, just fashion one more chance. We've made the chances in this game and we've not put them away. Make one more. Come on. One more. It's not going to happen. If it is going to happen, it's going to be for them. Ozil with a free kick to Ox. Iwobi has come on. Mustafi. Coquelin just smashes it against Yaya. This isn't going to come to anything for either side unless we can break. No, there's only 10 seconds. Come on, De Bruyne, make that run. Go on, De Bruyne. Go on, KDB. No, he's not going to get that. And that will be the game. 0-0. We had chances. We had the chances to win it. But we didn't take them. But we haven't lost it, so that's something, I guess. No, it isn't. We were by far the better team. And I'm disappointed we didn't win it. And I'm actually going to tell them that. And they look fired up, so that's good. Because I told them it calmly. I didn't have a go at them. Up to 7th. 11 points. 3 points off the pace. But Liverpool will have a game in hand to us. So that could well be 6 points off the pace. The 2 losses are what are hurting us at the minute. Only 3 wins from our first 7 games. That's not very good. It's not very good, but I do feel like we're putting together a patch of form. The draws and losses were all in the first, I think, 5 games. I think we were 1, 2 and 2 at one point. So we've won. We're starting to put some wins together, both in the league and the Champions League. If we can keep that going, get some momentum building, I've just said that both the 2 draws in the first 2 games. Obviously, one of them just now. That was a stupid thing to say. But I do feel like we're getting some momentum going after a shaky, well, not a shaky start. Let's call it what it was, a shocking start. I just wish that Iheanacho could have put that header away, or Sane, his header. Or fucking Delph. I love you, Fabian, but that was really bad, man. That was really bad. But anyway, this has been Can Freddie Do It Better. Watch out for the slight twist on this series that's going to be coming out in a couple of days' time, or maybe tomorrow. It depends when I can bother to upload it. Let's see how you like that. If you do want to see some more of this kind of shit, go hit subscribe, go hit like, go share, go comment, all that good stuff. And I'll see you for more next time. Peace.